Today's the day, folks. I am on my way to Super 73 in Irvine to pick up my bike. It's finally ready, and I'm going to meet Ryan out there a little bit later, who I've sold the bike to. So it should be a pretty eventful day. I'm sorry to say goodbye to Huck, but I got an Ariel Rider, and I think she's going to be beautiful and just as much fun, if not more. And I'll be uploading those videos as soon as I get her, which is probably going to be the first week of July. So look out for those. It was a long trip, but I finally made it to Super 73. Look who I got with me. My old friend Huck. Okay, so Ryan was supposed to meet me here at Super 73 so we could exchange the bike and payment. And looks like he's running late, and he said he'd rather just pick it up later on this week in San Diego where I live. So I'm like, that's cool. So it looks like she's coming home with me again. I hope this doesn't turn into a situation where I'm stuck with the bike, because I turned down some other offers in order to let him buy the bike. But I'm going to go with the flow for now, for a few days, and give him the benefit of the doubt. And hey, maybe I'll ride it for a couple days. Shh, I didn't say that. All right, we had to pivot a little bit. Ryan texted me back and said he wants to do it today. Luckily, I wasn't that far away from Irvine still. So I turned around and we're meeting over here in the parking lot. He should be here any minute, hopefully. Gonna enjoy a last ride on the old girl.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Well, I'm gonna miss you, old girl. I know I said we would be together forever, but I found a new love. And although I loved your blue color, I fell in love with a girl named Ariel. And she's black, and she's beautiful. And I hope to have a lot of good times on her like I've had with you. And it's okay, you're gonna find a new home. In fact, Ryan's gonna be here any minute to take you to his home. And you're gonna have a lot of fun with your new owner. It's okay, don't cry, don't be sad. It's a joyful transition. Maybe in a couple months when Ariel gets here, we'll go out on a little group ride.
You're putting too many miles on it. It's gonna have to be discounted now.
All right. How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Ryan.
John.
Good to meet you. So I got the RX.
Okay.
I started with this, loved it, and I was like, I don't need anything else. I went and test rode an RX, and I was like, oh boy. I go, this is.
And it's like an inch higher too, right?
It's an inch higher, and that
And you
rear
got the rear
shock,
suspension,
man.
yeah.
And even the front suspension is fatter and thicker.
Yep.
I was on it, and I was just hitting bumps, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Like floating.
It was a world of difference, and I was like,
Wow.
shit. Okay, so I got an RX.
Was that right after you got the S2?
Yeah, but I was buying them used. Like, I was
Okay.
finding used ones.
Right.
And then I was finding people that had really low miles that were just kind of like, that
Yeah,
had
this
to
one's
get
got
rid of
two,
them. Yeah, that's awesome. And I was finding people that'd be like, oh, I have to get rid of it. Or one guy bought it for his girlfriend so she could walk the dog. And then
That's funny you say that. I just posted a video of me walking
I saw that.
my
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
Dane. Yeah.
yeah, and she wasn't comfortable with the bike being so heavy and fast,
Wow.
and the dog, and
Yeah.
so it had.
It is a little awkward if you don't.
It is, yeah. It had 14 miles on it,
Oh, wow.
and so I bought that one because a bunch of our friends then started to want them.
Of course.
We all have kids, so we're gonna.
So
get
you
them.
guys like group ride and stuff?
We do now, yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
But so then I got my wife an S1. Then I found another S1 that had 20 miles on it, so I bought it. And so our friends are buying a couple from us. Okay.
Does the S1 have front suspension? I can't remember.
No.
So it's just like a solid steel frame or whatever.
Yep, it has no suspension. And now she started riding the S2 or the S2, and she's like, I don't really need it, but she's like, it is a little nicer.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any Z1s?
we do not. No, they just seem so small. Like
They are.
I
It's
think
for the
I'm-
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just too big for them.
That's the first thing I sat on was a Z1 and down at the beach, Solana Beach or whatever, because
Yeah.
there's a Revolution bike shop right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's where I got my original S2, because I figured they're going to build it for me and I don't have to pay shipping. So I'm
Yep.
like, ding, so let's do that. Anyway, they're really cool down there. They don't sell Ariel though, so I had to go through the website to get Ariel.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like Ariel dealer. I don't know if there's any actually.
Yeah.
But they're really cool. I sat on a Z1 because that's all they had. I'm like, dude, this is really small. He's like, dude, come back in like a week. We got some S2s coming in. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order one.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the videos. I've seen the reviews, you know.
Yep.
And they have all the style in the world. The customer service needs a
They do.
little ramp up, but
Yeah.
they're working on it. So
They got too big, too fast. It
Yeah.
appears.
because they had it for, they said it would be a few days. They had it for, this is like March 23rd. I turned it in. And then what's today? May 11th or some crap.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's almost 2 months.
So I kept hounding them, and they said it's the controller, but we have an order in. It's from China. The embargo issues right now. Blah 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 blah. I understand, you know, but that's your problem. You know,
Yeah.
you need to. What
You're
you should
selling
have
these
done right
bikes.
when I went down there is either swap it out, give me a refund, or get a controller from another bike you have in the warehouse right there. And
Yeah.
Put it in mine. Those are 3 great options to make me happy.
Yep.
You know, I'm giving you options.
Yep.
They did none of that. So.
Yeah, and it's like,
Finally, they decided, because I said, I'm tired of waiting. I want a bike. These are the 3 options I'm giving you, and that's what I just listed, right?
Yep.
And she goes, okay, let me get back to you. And that started the ball rolling with, we're going to get you a new bike. And that took about a week and a half. So that's where I am now. That's where I'm at now.
I don't know. My wife might want this one. She kind of wants a white one, but they don't have any white
I
ones.
love the
in
blue,
stock.
man. I think the blue is the best
I
color
do
they
too.
came out with.
And they did the brown seat. Like it just looks cool.
Yeah, the cafe style.
Yeah. Okay.
There is one benefit to going places without Jody. I get to eat at places that she doesn't normally like In-N-Out. Can you say animal style fries? Can you say grilled onions on your double? Can you say Neapolitan shake? Whoa, I can feel myself getting fatter. Time to wrap things up. We met Ryan. We did the transaction. We did the damn thing. Maybe we'll do some group riding hookups when I get my Ariel. Little ways to drive, but it'll still be cool. Now it's time to make that long drive back home and get back to work editing videos. Be safe.